Well, let's move on, because last week we spoke about Donald Trump being censored by major American networks such as CNN and MSNBC. Here's a reminder of that justification for the decision.
At this point in the evening, the projected winner of the Iowa caucuses has just started giving his victory speech. We will keep an eye on that as it happens. We will let you know if there's any news made in that speech, if there's anything noteworthy, something substantive and important. The reason I'm saying this is, of course, there is a reason that we and other news organizations have generally stopped giving an unfiltered live platform to remarks by former President Trump. It is not out of spite. It is not a decision that we relish. It is a decision that we regularly revisit. And honestly, earnestly, it is not an easy decision.
Well, the backlash to that decision was swift, which prompted both networks to at least partially take the Republican frontrunner's New Hampshire speeches. But they couldn't help themselves. Every few minutes, hosts would interrupt to give their verdict on why Trump was wrong.
But MSNBC stuck to their decision not to air Trump's remarks in full, instead adding live fact checks from, wait for it, Russia collusion, Rachel Maddow.
So this is part of the issue here. So Donald Trump saying that he won New Hampshire not only in previous primaries, but that he won New Hampshire in the general election is not true. So the former president has opened his remarks tonight once again by proclaiming falsehoods. This is what makes it hard to take his pronouncements live. We'll try again, though.
Kel, what are your thoughts? Is Donald Trump so evil he's not allowed to speak without someone live fact-checking him?
Look, when you look at that interruption, you've got to say this is like a newspaper deciding we will no longer publish news pages. The entire paper will be opinion. You know, we're going to have the op-ed pages, and that will be the entire newspaper. So that's the line they're taking. We will make a decision what our opinion, and we will keep telling you what our opinion is, because our opinion matters more than what the person making the news and winning the primary is. That's what it is. It's a weird newspaper, electronic newspaper they're producing, that now consists of op-ed pages and nothing but op-ed pages, and all the factual reporting of the news is just gone. As a journalist, and I've been a journalist for 50 years, I just think that's bizarre.
Yeah, it is bizarre, isn't it, Sophie? It's definitely a step in the right direction. Last week, when they wouldn't even show the man, at least now you get to hear what he says, even though it's got the fact checkers live over the top.
Oh, Jack, buckle in. This is going to be an almighty ride in 2024 for those who can't stand the sight of Trump, now having to report that he may well be the next US president. So this is going to be very interesting to watch, Jack, because there's going to be a lot of media who are going to find it very hard to report on this without their biases coming into play. And the fact of the matter is, if he's winning these votes, they need to report it.
Well said.